On April 15, 2011, we followed a caravan of 150 fifth-generation Camaros to Camaro5 Fest in Phoenix, Arizona. An 800-mile pilgrimage to the heart of the Camaro world to better understand its drivers. We saw the usual suspects, muscle car junkies with grease under their nails and gasoline in their veins. But we also saw people we didn't expect. Fathers and sons, husbands and wives, people from all walks of life, coming together to celebrate the one thing they have in common. Camaro has a storied past, with every driver having a unique memory of the first time they fell in love with the car. So in order for us to truly understand that love affair, we needed to start at the beginning. Traveling back in time to the moment and model that ignited it all.
The first time I fell in love with the Camaro, I was about 5 years old when my uncle rolled up in his white 69. It had blue stripes, Hurst shifter, and a Borla exhaust.
Basically, my uncle had a 69 RS SS Camaro. I've heard so many stories about him going out and racing with his buddies, and it just seemed, it was the life. It was basically the theology of anybody that was a teen that loved cars. That was what you did. You went out, you bought a Camaro.
It's one of those things being a car guy, but it's one of those things when you love your car. I'm a soldier in the Army, active duty. I grew up around all the old school muscle cars, the 60 Camaros, the 70s Camaros, the 80s Camaro. Prior to coming to Arizona, I actually had an 84 Z28. I sold it going to the deployment because my family couldn't keep up with it, and I've been having nightmares since.
You know, I regret to this day losing that car. I should have never let that car get out of my hands, because now you can't get one.
My dad then found a 69 Camaro that he bought from a collection, and it was pristine. And then I fell in love with the first-gen cars, and so I always knew there was going to be a Camaro in my life at some point, that I was going to be mine. Then the Camaro goes away. This is, your classic Camaro owner story, right? The Camaro goes away, GM cancels it.
For 35 years, the distinctive design and aggressive handling captured the hearts of Americans everywhere. But in 2002, due to slowing sales and a deteriorating market, the Camaro was discontinued.
We bought our 2002 because we were like, that's it, they're done. We're gonna buy this one because it's gonna be the last, that ever exists, so.
It was always kind of saddening that you see the new Mustang come out, then another new Mustang come out, and Camaro didn't exist. Kind of left with the remnants of what used to be,
There are few profoundly significant moments that mark one's life. For the people at Camaro5 Fest, one such moment was the return of an American icon.
It's my pleasure to announce here today that GM will build the Chevrolet Camaro.
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, the Camaro reignited a passion in a whole new generation of drivers.
I was absolutely one of those guys that when GM announced the Camaro was coming back, it was silly how ecstatic I was. I mean, I was telling people, calling people. First person I called was my stepdad. I'm going, they're bringing it back. It's coming back. You got to see the video.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe they come out with it. I mean, you see a lot of concept cars, that come out at shows and stuff, but they never come to life. And I was surprised when the cars came to life. But I just knew I had to get one. I'm 6'4", and it's a tight fit, but I was going to get one either way.
I think the first time I saw it was in Transformers, the first Transformers. And yeah, even from then, that scene where Bumblebee, he's in the old 72 version and then turns in the tunnel and turns into the 2010 version. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's the car I want.
Transformers boldly launched the car back into pop culture and set the tone for how people should feel and act when they slide behind the wheel. The culmination of 7 years of longing, 4 years of anticipation, and the biggest film of 2007 sparked a perfect storm in the automotive zeitgeist.
When I first seen her, believe it or not, I was driving the E46 M3. And I drove by the dealership, I seen it, I was like, you know what, I gotta get me another Camaro. I drove it, the M3 has been traded in, and I haven't looked back since. If you're a Camaro owner, you have a V8, you better have one of these because she's fast.
You get a lot of people looking at you, so the car is a real looker. I realize they're not looking at me because when I get in my minivan, nobody looks at me.
I would say the easy first 6 months, it was Hollywood. I mean, just pulling it in somewhere, and they're like, they look, they double take. I even have a Safeway stalker.
Camaro unleashes a desire to express oneself on the road and on the track. It's the key that transforms drivers from Clark Kent into Superman, awakening a part of themselves that usually simmers below the surface.
As you get older, sometimes you want to feel younger and just to be able to have the power there.
We're meeting up with people that could be my mom and dad, and they have the V8s, and you wouldn't expect them to be rumbling like that, but they're enjoying it.
Our kids are grown, we have grandkids, but we were kind of looking for something to do. And the car really has brought back those old memories from when we were 16 and 18. It's been really good.
My daughter was, Dad, you need a good Camaro. So we went and looked at them and just got hooked on it. And we went from there.
Not many 16-year-olds that want to be with their dad, so this is a good time for us right now.
Yeah, you feel strong. You feel kind of tough. It's just that common bond. We all have something that we're passionate about, and it's all the same thing. Age doesn't matter, race doesn't matter, gender doesn't matter.
Everybody out here has the same thing. The excitement level that you get from this car just driving it anytime on the street, going to the store. You can't go without getting a grin on your face. It's just that simple.
That was sweet! What we saw that weekend were people of all color and creed coming together to forge brotherhoods through sheet metal and passion. Some were born with Camaro in their blood. For others, it's a new addiction. The result, a totally new family portrait.
It's beyond a passion, it's like an obsession. You love the cars. You love the cars, and the cars bring the people together, and it's just a friendship all throughout. I mean, the cars, yeah, that's what started it all. But the people who love the cars, it's not just the 500 cars, it's the people that are here too, because they're all great people.
I can't believe that I've met such a wonderful group of people that I can spend my time with, and we all share love of Camaros, and they make me happy.
We like one big extended family, and we're all extended Camaro family owners, so that's what I really enjoy.
You can't explain to somebody that doesn't get it, but if you're attracted to these cars, it's basic.
They're like little kids, little girls, dolls. Oh my gosh, dude, look at this. Look at what I got. Oh my god, dude, that is so sick. That is so sick. Dude, that is the meanest sounding Camaro. I know. Help me. This is so cool. That's what they do all the time.
Pretty much.
So I would not give it up for a Shelby. Am I saying Shelby's not nice? No, but I will not give up my Camaro for a Shelby. Somebody else's, not mine.
While Camaro5 Fest is one glimpse into the many worlds of Camaro culture, it expanded our notions about the type of people we expected to feel so passionately for the car. Far from the musclehead cliche we anticipated, we found a community of dedicated enthusiasts. A community for whom Camaro is more than a vehicle. It is a way of life. A symbol of freedom and individualism that amplifies their personalities and expresses a piece of their inner wild. With a unique story of love, loss, and redemption, the Camaro has reclaimed its rightful place amongst the greatest of American automobiles.